Hey everyone, this is Spoony Bard. I'm back with part 2 of my big Batman graphic novel haul. I'll link part 1 in the description if you want to see it. Now I actually have 2 non-Batman books, so I want to get those out of the way first. First book I've got is DC Special, The Return of Donna Troy. This book collects the entire 4-issue miniseries, as well as Teen Titans #1, which is where she would meet her lifelong friends that would feature in this book. Now, I have the single issues of this. I remember when it came out. Art's by George Perez, so it's very good. What was at the time important to me was that issue #1 was the first time DC had put what was at the time their new logo. It's now, I think, 2 generations old. But they'd gone from the DC Bullet to, I think people were calling it the Star Swipe. I didn't like the logo. I like the modern one. Anyways, as the name implies, it's just about bringing Donna Troy back and clearing up her history because there was all this weird stuff about where she came from and kind of like Power Girl. There's a lot of convoluted, contradicting stories that they had to clean up. The next book I have is Wonder Woman Odyssey Part 1. This collects Wonder Woman issues 600 through 606. And it also collects All-Star Comics #8, which was the Golden Age first appearance of Wonder Woman. I also have these all as single issues. I don't remember what this story was about because I picked these up at a busy time in my life, so I really don't remember reading them. So this will be a good way to kind of refresh my memory. Okay, so moving into the Batman books now. I've got Batman R.I.P. This collects Batman issues 676 through 681. This was when Grant Morrison was writing the title. He was doing some interesting stuff with the Black Glove. And as I recall correctly, this was all kind of about breaking Batman down leading up to the Final Crisis. Next, I have Batman and Robin Must Die. This collects the first volume of Batman and Robin, issues 13 through 16, and the one-shot special Batman The Return. So you can see here there's an insert for Batman Eternal Part 4, so that's cool. I had no idea that they collected all of that. And maybe, I'm sure they're doing then Batman and Robin Eternal. So those would be cool to look out for. If you guys have seen that, let me know. Now, this was the Grant Morrison era. He was writing concurrently with his Batman series. I have not read this version of Batman and Robin. This is where, after Final Crisis, Batman was missing, or Bruce was missing, I should say. So Nightwing became the new Batman temporarily with Damian Wayne as his Robin. I heard it's a very entertaining read. Next up, I've got Batman City of Owls. This is from the New 52 Scott Snyder run. Collects Batman Annual #1 and Batman issues 8 through 12. I believe it or not, I've never actually read this. I have the first volume that I've read, and I've read the ones that come after it, but I haven't read this one. I'm really looking forward to actually getting a conclusion to the storyline after, over a decade now. Next, I've got Batman Cycle of Violence. It collects the New 52 Batman The Dark Knight, issues number 10 through 15, and Batman The Dark Knight, the #0 issue. This book is drawn by David Finch, so it looks great, but it's also written by Greg Hurwitz. Now, he's done some Punisher stuff. I believe I've actually read some of his prose novels. He's a good writer, and for a darker subject like this, where it seems like it's dealing with the Scarecrow and fear and everything like that, I expect this to be a good read. Next is Batman Graveyard Shift. Again, this is the Scott Snyder New 52 era, collecting Batman issues 18 through 20 and issue 34, Batman Annual #2, and the story 27 from Detective Comics #27. Again, I have the trades of this stuff, so like I've already kind of glanced it over, but especially now that I have that City of Owls, finally, now I can maybe I'll go back and read the series in order now, because I think I've got almost the first 52 issues. And lastly, I have Emperor Penguin Part 2. This is collecting New 52 era Detective Comics, issues 18 through 21. Just from the cover, I can tell you that, like, Man-Bat's in it. But I really don't know anything else about this. When they rebooted the New 52, all the attention was on Batman for the art and the writing. I remember Batwoman got a lot of attention for the art and the writing. But what I feel should have been the flagship title, Detective Comics, really it went under the radar for me. I never really heard anything either positive or negative about it. Anyways, that's it for this week. Here's a shot of all my DC Batman Eagle Moss graphic novels collected together, so you can start to see the picture forming on the spine. I hope this gives you an idea of stuff to look out for. I always like hearing your recommendations, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.